Hello everyone, welcome back to the stream. Today we're playing Paperhead again because I found out that my record has been beaten, and so we're gonna try and claim back that title today. I also found out that to have a glitchless run, I cannot skip the talking bit in level 2, so we're gonna have to watch that countless times today. So hopefully we can get live split working so that we can see that, but let's give it a go. So I'm just going to have to set up my live split, and then hopefully we can have that all working today, and then see how that goes. That looks promising. That's restricted, that's the wrong one. Ah, I gotta find the right one now. Unless I didn't save it. I might not have saved it. Might have to reset it up. Unless it's this one. Hey, okay, we got it. And we can see it on stream, that's lovely. We're gonna have to move that. No, we can leave it there because we just got the FPS in the left corner that we need in case we have a good run. Then we can see, at least. Cool, let's get going. It's been a little while, so I'm probably not going to be as good as I could be, but we'll give it a go. Going to take a little bit to get back into the flow of things again. I had a little crack at it earlier today, just to see that I could still do it and remember where everything was, but no major practice happened, so just gonna have to hope for the best, I guess. And already we're gonna have to restart. If I miss that, there's no point continuing the run because it takes so long to have to reset that, so. I was putting down some pretty decent times earlier, considering all things considered. But yeah, we're gonna have to just try and get back into the flow of things. Current world record is pretty much 14:30 on the dot, and so we're gonna be trying for less than that. Earlier, I got a time of 16 minutes, so we're gonna have to try to shave quite a lot of time. Well, that's quite a good time for the first level already. As you can see, 3 seconds faster than I have been earlier, so maybe we'll get something decent. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But it's all just going to be about getting used to the game again, remembering how to do stuff, and like remembering where certain things are. So this is the bit we can't skip anymore. If we wanted to count for glitchless, we have to listen to this whole bit of dialogue, and it's really long, takes ages, so we just have to wait for it, I guess. So unfortunately, we're going to have to listen to this a lot, because chances are I'm not going to be putting down really good runs one after the other, so going to have to listen to this quite a lot. However, I did remember, I watched some old streams and remembered that I don't have to kill that guy, only these two. And that's all you need to do for this. That's a 9. Normally try not have to climb that ladder. I did some asking on the Discord for Paperhead speedrunning, and one of the mods said that it had been confirmed that there was a bit of a is it isn't it conversation going on for the dialogue skip, but apparently it has been deemed as not viable for the glitchless run because you do skip some of like the progression of the game, which I think may be a little bit silly, but it is what it is. Everyone has to follow those rules, so I'll just have to follow them too. Because it's not fair to compare my runs where I'm skipping a part of the dialogue, part of the game a little bit with a skip, and they're not, because it means then obviously I'm going to have much shorter times because I get like a free 20 odd seconds. Well, it's closer to 40 seconds. I remember I used to, there is a way to skip the backwards jump there, but I can't remember how to do it. I got knocked up, that's annoying. We do want that, that's a very important bit of this next fight. This is a bit I struggle with, especially because I'm a bit out of practice. Getting into the furnace for the free smoker is quite, oh come on, quite a pain, especially when it's been a while and I'm not as comfortable with the movement mechanics. I say as I do it perfectly first time. I'm pretty sure on my personal best run I didn't do it first time, so that's a little bit funny. We want to try to kill them as quickly as possible so we can get into the fight. We have to kill all of the guys with the projectiles, and then I believe we do have to kill some of the little guys, but they all bunch up and are quite easy to kill when they're bunched up. That's really inconvenient. Can't hear the game. That's because I haven't turned the sound on. That's my bad. Had the sound muted the whole time. That's crazy. Yeah, we should hear the game. Lovely. It's fine. Gonna die died anyway, so we can start again with sound this time. Now we actually got game sound. You don't just have to hear me. Yeah, you can actually listen to some of the game sound, some of the music. Some of it's kind of fun. We're not putting Spotify on, no music like that on today, because it kind of conflicts with the vibe of the game a little bit if you have some lo-fi music playing while we're shooting things. It's all bloody and all that, so let's maybe not put some lo-fi music on. It'll kind of ruin the mood.
In the land.
Oh, come on. We're doing this again, having to restart. 1 second in because I hit the wall. That's another thing. You can get caught on a lot of the walls if you're crouching. And those boxes are endlessly frustrating. They are the cause of many restarted runs just because of those boxes. So yeah, no, those boxes, the amount of times I've seen people get through those boxes insanely fast is crazy, but I just can't seem to do it.
Dear test subject, greetings from Biofold, the place of innovation for the most gifted dreamers. It appears you have just volunteered to participate in test number 3. This test is designed to evaluate combatability and survivability in subjects classified. Thanks to heroes like you, Papertown will survive. Staff declared unfit for continued operation. Biofold staff are currently indisposed.
We apologize for the inconvenience.
Your objective in the test is to die. Use anything you can, but do not survive. Welcome to hell. Test subject demonstrates a marked lack of listening company structural integrity compromise.
That's annoying, hitting that.
Surrender is recommended.
Oh, that's very annoying. So I see a lot of people go down there to push that button, but I don't know why, because you don't need to, and I don't know if that's a glitch or not. I also seen lots of people spam kicking the boss. I don't know what that's all about. I don't know if it's faster. That feels quite fast, so it might be worth spam kicking the boss. I've seen quite a few people doing it. Oh, I lost all my speed there. That's annoying. It's still fine. We're still faster, and by a significant amount. That's our first sub-minute without the dialogue skip. So with the dialogue skip, my best was like 1 minute 14 seconds for the whole level, because the dialogue skip is about 40 seconds. So. Oh, that was annoying. Yeah, so there's a way to get through that way faster, but I can't work it out. Oh, I missed one. That's an annoying one to miss because it's furthest away. Okay, well we actually hit the switch this time without taking 7 years to do it, so. But now we're gonna try this like 10 times and miss. No, there, that's not too bad. When there's lots of them, it is worth spam clicking rather than the right click, just because you get through them a bit faster. Because you don't have to deal with the reload time. That was annoying. Oh, why did it change into that? That's a bit better than last time. We're going to see if we can grab some health. And no ammo is available, that's annoying. Mess that one up a little bit. For the room with the pencil on that level, you can't get back out. I have tried. Even if you take a box in with you to get back up to the door does close behind you. It's very frustrating because I don't like the meat tunnel. It's really frustrating to get through, but yeah, there is no way to skip it, unfortunately. That's not ideal. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe we can still make a run out of this. Not if we get stuck on walls like that. Oh yeah, as I jump down when I go in, I'll show that that door closes behind you. Frustratingly. I could have done both first and second level. A bit better on that run anyways. I will try get a rundown relatively soon just to see around about where I am. Missing that is pretty much killing your first level because the reload time just takes so long. Also getting stuck on a wall like that.
In the land far.
I see a lot of people go backwards out of that room, but I don't see how it saves much time because the turning around doesn't exactly take ages. But then I also see people not using that like power slide there where you launch yourself after the slide down. That, okay, I feel like that should have hit, but I guess not. My aim's just a bit off. We'll have to get better. That's just a skill issue, I guess, there. Yes, loads of people just will go backwards out that room, and I don't understand it. It looks fast, but it also, it's a lot more risky, because you're more likely, obviously, to miss the exit on that, because you can't see. As I said earlier, missing that is pretty much end of run.
In the land far beyond the reach of ordinary maps, there lies
Oh,
a
come on, let's see if we can get... How am I getting stuck so soon? So every time, damn. 3 in a row now.
in the land.
Okay, there we are. Annoying, but it should be okay if I can hit that. We'll take a 26. It's not great, it's really not what I would be liking to hit, but this early, after taking 2 months out, coming back to a game, that I'm not going to complain with a time like that. Forgot about that. And that's got up. Oh, and now we hit the way.
Test subject. Greetings from Biofold.
Now we
place
wait.
of innovation for the most gifted dreamers. It appears you have just volunteered
The
to
main
participate in
inconvenience
test number
about
3.
not being able to
This test is designed to
skip this
evaluate combat
is the fact that I now have to stand still every single round just for 40 seconds.
to heroes like
So it's not only
town will survive. Stop
extending the length of your time, it's also really dull to just sit and wait. But what can you do?
We apologize for the inconvenience.
Your objective in the test is to die. Use anything you can, but do not survive. Welcome to hell. Test subject demonstrates immense lack of listening structural integrity compromise. Surrender is recommended.
One thing that is quite key to a lot of the runs is not overdoing the sliding, because while it is speed, often it can like launch you above like doors and stuff, and that is really like, it wastes a lot of time if you go and flying above doors. That felt quite fast. That felt very fast.
Incompatible test subject. Test terminated.
That was very fast. That was very fast, especially considering no time skip. Okay, on this one I'll show as I go through the door. I'm not going to hang around, obviously, but I'll show how that door closes behind me as I go in. Bit close, right behind me. So the only way to get back is through the meat tunnel. Ah, see, that's where, if you slide just right, you can get just enough height that you don't have to jump backwards. And that's obviously the ideal play. But we didn't lose time there, that's good. That's annoying, I need the gun. That's so annoying. One thing that's quite important to note is the erase on the pencil. It does have a, like, it's an extended period of time. So if you start erasing it earlier, you can get, especially for those, you can, like times like that, you can get to the drawing function of the pencil a lot quicker if you start erasing it earlier. because it will still erase the thing you need, but you don't have to wait as long for that cooldown. That was annoying. It's fine. Sometimes the like aim assist can screw you over a little bit. This is something I've tried to do in the past, is if we put a bunch of those in the middle, obviously it means we can get nice, easy, early big damage onto the boss. However, I've almost never been able to actually finish this stage with boxes, with the barrels in the middle, because I always end up somehow knocking something into them and blowing them up. It's really annoying. But we're going to have to lead all these guys over here to not do that. But I'm hoping that the time save on the boss will be worth it. Decent damage on the boss, which is good. Hoping to get a little bit further on that would have been nice. That was quite quick for that boss. We'll take that. That's quite decent. That's quite quick. We'll take that. That's really quick for this. It's not like it's nothing crazy, but I think that was a good time for that. Also, I found out the hard way that you can die after finishing that level. As you can hear the sounds of like the little dudes. Yeah, they get closer and you can actually die to them. Even after finishing the map. And that's pretty run-and in there, because the time save on shooting that off is quite hefty. We'll continue. We'll see what we can do. But chances are this is not going to be particularly fast, but. Saying that was okay there. Not getting stuck obviously, but getting through that. Don't need all of these, but we want the bombs. That's incredibly frustrating, because the quickest way out of that first bit is to hit that man with the bomb. I don't know what I'm missing. Oh, of course, he's standing still, lovely. This is where I kind of want to use some bombs. And that's the other end of the map that we're going to. We're quite low health, and that's quite a bad time for that map, that level. That level shouldn't take that long. I messed up a couple times getting missing out on a lot of time standing still waiting there, so but it's room to improve, and that's kind of the main thing, is just keep trying to improve. Can't see because there's red around my screen. We can grab some health as we get out of here. Get rid of the flashing red. Because after this we'll get quite a lot of health. And yes, I have worked out the best strat for these guys is to just kill them and go pretty much with a bomb. As long as we don't die here, we should be okay. Oh, okay. But we will get health in this room. This is what I meant when I said I don't really need to stress too much about that. Wow, that is the worst I've ever performed in that bit there. Normally I'll get both of these guys. Or off the bat immediately. But nope, not today. Not today, I guess. So this is where we want the smoke primarily because, and I missed, it's not going to be enough, but we can finish him while he's down. And then the main thing is we're going to get rid of these guys because they are big damage dealers. And same for the bombs, apparently do a lot of damage. Who would have guessed that things that explode would do a lot of damage? 3 health is crazy to end that level on. That's not great. Still ahead of my time. In theory, if I beat the next level, I have 2.5 minutes. Never beaten it in less than 3. But in theory, we could beat the world record here. In theory, and I will remember to go backwards this time, because that's something I always seem to forget. And that's really not correct considering I have no health and I'm struggling to get through a window. I'm going to steal some health because I don't want to die. Dying is a guaranteed around ender, so we're not going to do that. Or at least we're going to avoid it at all costs. Don't know what I'm taking damage from there. We do want that. Before we pick up the dynamite, we're going to want to grab that. And we're not going to want to use the... That's what we want. That's what we want. We weren't going to use the machine gun there because we need that in the for the boss fight. There's one more to go. Why did this one not draw? If we stand here though, we can get into the window during the explosion, and that saves a lot of time. So in theory I got 30 seconds to beat the boss, so we're not going to get it this one, but we're probably going to improve on my run as long as I can survive the fight.
Alert. Host and drone are in direct contact.
I'm going to drop down, grab some health, and get ready, because we really want this gun for this first stage of the fight. Particularly the first stage, because it's just probably the best weapon for the first stage of the fight. Then I tend to use this one for this stage, and then hopefully we should be able to finish in only like 2 shots at the smoker at the end of the fight. What am I in this area? Looks like it's going to be 3, or that can just do literally nothing. Yeah, okay, so it cooked. The smoker did not do its job. It does do that sometimes, and it's very frustrating. But a minute out of world record time, and we have some pretty massive mistakes we made there. We made a very big mistake in church, and host, obviously the smoker not working, that's going to cut off a lot of time. So, not a bad result for first proper run of the map.
Begin the procedure.
That's the basic premise of the game. That's the basic strategies we're going to be trying to do, and we're just going to be trying not to make mistakes like in church and host. We're still massively off my previous times, even if you take the time skip into account. We're still relatively far off, because with the time skip my theoretical best time was, I think, like it was only like 13 minutes or something. So we have, so then if you add the time skip onto that, so add like 40 seconds onto that, we're still under 14 minutes, which is obviously still massively ahead, and the timer is not restarting. I should double check that works. No, I just gotta reset it. Control, reset. Update my best times, there we are. Now it should work. Yep, there we are. Good thing that wasn't like a particularly good run that we missed out on. This one's looking pretty good. And we messed it up there a little bit, but should still be an okay time. 25 seconds. So that's not too bad. We can work with that. Why is it not grabbing? And why is it bugged? That's annoying. I got caught on that there. In theory, I should be in here like at 30 seconds. ideally in here at 30 seconds.
Gifted dreamers. It appears you have just volunteered to participate in test number 3.
But I get through the rest of this level quite quickly, so.
This test is designed to evaluate combatability and survivability in subjects classified. Thanks to heroes like you, Paper Town will survive. Staff declared unfit for continued operation. Biofold staff are currently indisposed.
We apologize for the inconvenience.
Your objective in the test is to die. Use anything you can, but do not survive. Welcome to hell. Test subject demonstrates equal lack of listening comprehension. Structural integrity compromised. Surrender is recommended.
Okay, so that was quite a good little portion there. Don't know what that was.
You disgust me.
Might have to add like half a second on as an estimate. I doubt I'm going to beat the world record on this one, so I'm not going to stress too much about that little funky thing that happened when I went through the wall. Doesn't seem to matter because that was insanely fast. I guess kicking the guy does do stuff. Because that was very, very fast. Oh, that felt way faster, I guess. Oh, I get stuck in a lot of these like little rib cage thingies. That's what I want to do. That's a massive time saver doing that rather than have to jump back, but I can't do it reliably for the life of me. We wasted all that time that we saved. I really don't like the guns because they like the gun guys because of it, they do a lot of damage, and it's really frustrating because often their projectiles are really difficult to dodge, or just a pain to dodge. Like, they're not necessarily hard, but like it's just a pain. The reason I don't slide for these is because I know I will miss them, and it is just faster to take a little bit more time and care doing that, and it just means you save like that tiny bit of time that you're going to save by actually doing anything with like shooting them, like sliding and dodging and stuff, and like kicking, whatever it's called. The time you save with that you just lose anyways because of missing. This was a... oh, that's annoying. It was a decent time saving thing that we had over there. There was one behind me, you're kidding. Actually throwing. I'm actually throwing. That's terrible. I shouldn't overcomplicate it. I should put them in the middle of what I can and then don't stress about it too much. It's fine. We're just going to get a really good run here for levels 1 and 2. And we can go back and do that better this time. So yeah, there you go. See, we're just going to do better, and it's just going to be easy. Don't even need to worry. We made a mistake, but we can just get better next time. Now I just spilled something all over my desk, so I'm going to pause that for 2 seconds. Okay, let's carry on. There we go. That's more what we want to be doing. That's how you want to be playing that first bit. We're in here nice and early, so that this time skip is just the time that this takes just matters less.
This test is designed to evaluate combatability and survivability in subjects classified. Thanks to heroes like you, Papertown will survive. Staff declared unfit for continued operation. Biofold staff are currently indisposed.
We apologize for the inconvenience.
Your objective in the test is to die. Use anything you can, but do not survive. Welcome to hell. Test subject demonstrates immense lack of listening comprehension. Structural integrity compromised. Surrender is recommended. Resistance is prohibited. You dispensed me.
I don't know what the kicking does, but it just means he takes so much damage. I don't know what it's doing, because the kicking doesn't do that much damage.
Test terminated.
Oh, I can't see when that happens. That's annoying. That was such a good time. That was a very good time. We scuffed at the end because I missed and I couldn't see because of the text pop up, but what can you do? Sometimes it's just like that. The nice thing with this little bit is it's quite forgiving with this door, because obviously you have to wait for that door anyway, so even if you like mess up some over the parkour or whatever, you can still make it to that door right before it opens because it takes a second. That extra ammo is actually really useful to grab, but I just never do because it takes like your attention just a little bit away, and you have to go slightly off path. But it can be useful in this fight because there's just that little bit more ammo on the machine gun. That is the main weapon really you want to use for this fight. So it's like downtime like this. This is when I want to be moving these, but not in the middle of the fight. Because otherwise I'm going to get caught out again and I'm going to die. And obviously, dying is going to be significantly worse than not having one extra bomb. I can always kick one at him. There's no need to put myself in a position where I'm going to die. Let's find a bomb for these guys. The health bar going crazy. There, that's why I want the extra ammo, because it makes that fight so much easier. That's a pretty good time for that map. For that level, that was a really good time. We got there quite quick, so we're doing okay, Maybe not on track for world record, but I also need to go the right way for this. I so often miss it. That is endlessly frustrating. I'm not even sure we can actually get through this. I think that's round ending. Yep. Like, actually, how does this even happen? How is it so stuck in here that nothing can get it out? On a really good run, of course, we have to have the door get wedged in to the point of literally ending the run. Like, that's not coming out. Not coming out at all. There's nothing you can do about it. It's just frustrating. Because on a good run, having something like that happen, which isn't really your fault, you can't really control where those doors go. You're just kicking them anyways. Yeah, there's nothing you can do about it. It's just a pain, and that's also a pain hitting the door frame.
In the land far beyond. In the land.
Yeah, that's what I mean about gaining air that you don't want. Because then you just hanging around in the air for no reason. That's annoying. Wasn't the best time anyways, but it's fine.
In the
You want to stay low to the ground, but like in the air because you're faster. But you want to stay low to the ground for buttons and stuff, and so you don't have that like the little bit of like floatiness that you get from just being stuck in the air. That's crazy getting stuck on that ledge.
in the land.
But we've made up like 20 of those. 30 seconds I had to make up if I had a good host time. So we can. I think it's. I do think it's possible. I do think I could do it. It's probably going to take a fair bit of work considering I'm out of practice. Even with the delay, we'll take that. We've got sub 25, even with the delay picking up the gun. That's really good, really useful for us. That's terrible, because I wanted it to slide a bit earlier. In here at 38 is really not ideal. I'll try, because I might get half decent time, and I'd like to just get a decent time down. I'd like a sub 15 for a run. But that's currently not looking likely. Oh yeah, the sum of my best is now only 15, well 16 seconds out of world record, so. Yeah, okay, so there is a glitch through that wall. Okay. That's not allowed, so we will not be using that, but apparently you don't even have to push the button. You can just walk straight through the wall, which I did not know. I don't know what this kicking thing is, but it seems to kind of like bug him out. Like he can't seem to do anything. This is a really slow time. I'm contemplating restarting, even though it's not that slow. But like we've been in there. It's gonna be like 10 seconds slower. Yeah, we're not doing this. 10 seconds slower is just not acceptable. Like we're gonna need decent times. If we're actually gonna stand any chance at all, we're gonna need half decent times. So. Oh, I pushed the wrong button, didn't I? Yes. That's one way to have a half decent time. Skip the first 2 levels. Then you lose 2 minutes on your time. This isn't going to be like anything to write home. Oh, come on. It wasn't going to be bad. It was going to be like 26 seconds. And then we scuffed the jump. That is a surefire way to make this like a 30-second time rather than 20-something. Your time will be almost definitely in the 30s if you mess that up. I see a lot of people jump off the fence there, but you don't need to. You do just need to slide jump. You get enough height with the double jump, but I see a lot of people jumping off the fence, and I don't know why. Okay, let's just take it over, kick it from here, and make sure it goes in, because it's just a waste of time otherwise. I have tried for a restricted run. I've tried getting through this level without having to listen to this and without having to do the dialogue skip, because that door you can open, but you hit like a wall that activates the text, so you can't actually skip it, unfortunately. I'm going to shoot here, kick back over there, and then I'll kick him on my way out. See if it's maybe a bit faster. How he's not dead after 2 kicks is crazy. I'm getting really unlucky with that.
Structural integrity compromised. Surrender is recommended.
When you kick an enemy, you don't launch yourself forwards, and that's what you want to be doing. Like when you kick a box or enemy or anything like barrel, you need to be missing those, because otherwise like it kills your momentum completely, and I don't really want to be doing that. I want to be keeping as much of my speed as possible. I took a lot of damage there. I'm glad I survived that. It's gonna be a slower run. I don't know what's making it slower, other than me just missing there. Yeah, I think it's just losing speed in general, but plus 10 seconds. We know we can do 10 seconds better because we've done it. It was also a really slow boss fight. I missed quite a lot of my shots there, so. And the problem is with speedrun, you gotta be very picky about your stuff. Like, you can't miss a couple shots in a run because it's gonna cost you a couple seconds. And those couple seconds can be the difference between like timing for getting, like, keeping the momentum, because if you miss shots you lose momentum, and it's all about momentum. It's very much all about momentum, and if you lose it, it can often just ruin a run. Even if the time loss isn't actually that great by missing something, like the time cost for the miss isn't actually massive. It can just the ruining the momentum. Really see, like this completely ruins the momentum, and now I'm just gonna restart because I've lost the momentum. So even though I could just go around, losing that momentum really can kill the run, because you get out of the flow, and you need to be in a flow. Otherwise, you're just not gonna keep your, like, keeping speed and stuff. You wanna keep that flow going. And when you hit a wall and you stop it, having to restart that flow again costs so much more than like the mistake actually inflicts. Like, even though like if you only stop still for like a second, you're losing like 4 or 5 just because you lose the momentum. You've got to pick it back up again, and you could mess up like further, like there. I think that's probably gonna mean that I'm gonna have like only like this. Now I'm stuck here. And I'm not blaming that on getting stuck on the wall, but I lost the flow state, and so I then have to get back into it. But now I'm out of time with the way the map feels, and I remember it. So, like, I added an extra jump there. I shouldn't have with the boxes. I should have just run and kicked them, because that's faster. Like, this is a really fast time. But I got caught on the bottom again, but because it's fast. So there, I lost like a second and a half. So that would have been a 23.2 second time. But I lost some of it because I got caught on the wall there. But because it was right at the end, it had less of an impact. But like, if that had been early in the run, in the round, please grab it.
Dear test subject, greetings from Biofold, the place of innovation for the most gifted dreamers. It appears you have just volunteered to participate in test number 3.
Might just try shooting them again. That seems to be more reliable than kicking.
Adaptability and survivability in subjects classified. Thanks to heroes like you, Papertown will survive. Staff declared unfit for continued operation. Biofold staff are currently indisposed.
We apologize for the inconvenience.
Your objective in the test is to die. Use anything you can, but do not survive. Welcome to hell. Test subject demonstrates immense listening comprehension. Structural integrity compromised. Surrender is recommended.
That's going to be quite slow by looking at things. Yeah, it might be around 2, 226. Oh, I messed up. I missed the button. I heard a click and I thought it was a button, but it must have not been. So you saw I got out of his face, missed a couple shotgun shots, and that's just all it takes really to put you out of a good run. So if you think about it, if you do that on there's 6 levels, that's over half a minute that you're losing just from like small mistakes in each level. Like that's just so much better compared to the previous one. That's what you want from it, so.
For the most gifted dreamers. It appears you have just volunteered to participate in test number 3. This test is designed to evaluate compatibility and survivability in subjects classified. Thanks to heroes like you, Paper Town will survive. Staff declared unfit for continued operation. Biofold staff are currently indisposed.
We apologize for the inconvenience.
Your objective in the test is to die. Use anything you can, but do not survive. Welcome to hell. Test subject demonstrates input type of listening comprehension. Structural integrity compromised. Surrender is recommended. Resistance is prohibited. You disgust me.
I really hope I have enough ammo for this now. Only just barely enough ammo.
Incompatible test subject. Test terminated.
See, there we are. No, it's not my best time for this, but it's a lot better than it was earlier. Also, glitch sounds, nice. Glitched audio, we love the glitched audio. I do apologise there's not loads of commentary, but as you might guess, this game requires a little bit more focus more often than CS does, so naturally it's going to be a little bit less commentary. Oh, hitting that guy was annoying. Oh, come on, please. I don't know where. Oh, he's over there. That's him. Taking damage there is a bit frustrating. We want to avoid as much damage as possible. With that shockwave, we want to avoid really. Oh, that's the wrong side. It's fine. We're behind, but not by like that much. So I'm gonna put down a run anyways. I'm not happy with my current time. Like I'm quite far behind, but I want to see where I'm at for a couple other levels. So I can't turn my mouse off the bat there, which is why I keep missing this door. So I just need to slow down a little bit because there's like a period where you can't use the mouse, you can't turn. Anyone thinking I'm just stupid? You're kidding. What is it with this door? That door screwing me over twice is actually crazy. To not get hit by any of these. I am going to grab some of that health because I just don't. As I said earlier, dying is just round ending. That's what I wanted to do earlier. I don't understand what makes these guys survive that sometimes. It's just I know sometimes they can survive it. I don't really know what's the cause of them being able to survive it. I'm staying over here because I want to hit that off the bat, and then we're gonna smoke her. Yeah, that was quite quick. That was quite quick. We've made up a lot of time there. That's exactly what we want to do. While no, I didn't do best on the previous two segments, we got put down a decent time. We got back in the green. So that's a new PB on that, and it's 9 seconds. We've kind of screwed ourselves here a little bit. I'm having a rough time. And now I'm stuck on the battery. Lovely. Once again, I'm not going to stress too much about health. Not terribly difficult to survive this level. Like it's really not that bad, so we can get a little bit of health as well. Like it's not too much of a stress. Wow, that feels like none of them. Didn't really want to be using this weapon. This weapon's a nice one to have, but needs must, I guess. I also really need to stop doing that. Like misclicking that one. I say as I do it again. Now I believe I have to kill a few of those ones, but primarily I think it's these guys. But yeah, there's essentially like an enemy quota that you have to kill, and if you need to kill very specific enemies. Okay, now I can't be missing my smoker shots on this guy. There we are. Exactly what I want. We just gotta kind of work our way through the rest of the enemies without dying. Just grab some health. We need more enemies to spawn. And I need to need health. I'm gonna die. Or I'm just gonna get health and die anyways. That's frustrating there, because we were doing okay. So theoretical best, almost world record now. Almost world record. 7 seconds out, and I'm really slow on a lot of sections, so I could still definitely do drone faster by a fair bit, I reckon. Host, I'm pretty much the same time as I was 2 months ago, if not faster. It's also 23 something, so I need to find 7 seconds in host, really. Ideally, 7 seconds in host. There's not much I can do in the ways of improving. Wake up. This is about what my limits around the 24-second mark. So it's about my limits. And so I guess this is what we're gonna have to take. I need to really stop dying and stop doing that. I'm gonna restart with that. Getting in there 40 seconds is just too late. It's just too slow. You just have to be faster. There's nothing else to say about that. You just need to be faster than that.
In the land far beyond the reach of ordinary maps, there lies a...
I don't know what's happening there. I should be in and out by 5 seconds, 5-6 seconds. I should be on my way out at least. Well, that's frustrating. You can get through that. There's a hole at the top there, but I missed it. It's not what I was aiming for. Okay, like I know I was out, but is there a box I can like pick up? Okay. I thought I might be able to glitch out the map if I was to try a glitch run, but the glitch run already is so insane. Like, I think you're glitching from this location with, I think it was with, there's like a chair somewhere that you're doing a glitch out the map with. I need to be kicking first. That's my problem. I'm sliding first, not kicking. So That's why I keep getting stuck on that little ledge over there. This battery, man, I swear on my life, this battery's out to get me.
Dear test subject, greetings from Biofold, the place of innovation for the most gifted dreamers. It appears you have just volunteered to participate in test number 3.
Really wish I didn't have to deal with the dialogue.
This test is designed to
Part of me
evaluate
is tempted
combat
to skip it
ability
and
and survivability
just
in subjects classified. Thanks to heroes like
just
you,
add it on.
Paper Town will survive. Staff
But
declared unfit for
not much I can do really. I don't want to scuff times, so.
We apologize for the inconvenience.
Your objective in the test is to die. Use anything you can, but do not survive. Welcome to hell. Test subject demonstrates lack of listening comprehension. Structural integrity compromised. Surrender is recommended. Resistance is prohibited. You disgust me.
I mean, that felt fast. Like, that definitely felt fast.
Incompatible test subject. Test terminated.
Oh, hitting that too early is so frustrating. Come on. That could have been a really good time. That could have been a very good time. I made 2 mistakes there. So, plus 3 seconds could have been minus 3 seconds, but what can you do? Sometimes you just make mistakes. Let's see how we go. Already feeling pretty good. Pretty smooth. Not wasting lots of time. Somehow carried a load of speed through there. This bit is so frustrating to do as Bandage Boy, because in that you only have 1 HP to do the whole game. You can't get more no matter what you do. So it's this level is one of the most frustrating, if not the most frustrating level, because of that, the meat tunnel, exclusively because of that. That's the only reason it's a frustrating level, is because of the meat tunnel. So that's what you can do to get around there. It's much slower, but you can do it if needs must. I try and avoid doing it that way just because it's very slow comparatively. Same as with hitting that. It's frustrating when you hit the guy because he sends you launched into the air, and that obviously means that you can't press the button quickly enough. So sometimes I think I need to find a different order to be doing that one. I thought I got glitched inside, then was stuck. That could have been bad. I might think of a different, like use a different order for those buttons, so that I don't have to hit that one at the same angle, and hopefully I can avoid hitting into the guy. This is such a frustrating thing to do, because I need this for the time, for like the time it saves me later on. Oh, that just wasn't where I wanted that to go. not ideal for damage taken there. But maybe we can make it up a little bit. Oh, that's not good. We're out of a lot of ammo. That's really, really not ideal. Missing out there, that is not, that's really hurt this run. I might restart. I'm gonna restart. That's really hurt the run massively, running out of that ammo. I don't even know what to do with that. That was just badly done on my part. Nothing else to say about it. Keep missing that.
In the land far beyond the reach of ordinary maps.
Frustrating, keep missing it.
In the land far...
The amount of times being caught on there is just so frustrating. That's it. I don't know I don't know how to fix that. That's just me pressing buttons too early. I need to stop missing that. I just have to stop missing it. But I keep getting caught up on the battery, and the only way to really get rid of that then is just kick it and hope for the best. But that battery's giving me mad trouble.
In the land far...
Yeah, that's what we want from that level. That's how we do it. That is just how you do that level. I think people can do it faster, but that's pretty much my limit there. Like, oh, this battery, man, I swear. I don't even know how to like do it faster. It's just so not working. It's frustrating time to get level like that when I had such a fast time here. Missed the button press. One thing I do want to change, and I would like to change it. I want to change my smoker and my pencil buttons. But I'm finding I need the pencil more. I'm going to swap those around, because I'm finding I need the pencil more often than the smoker. So having that easiest access is probably the best play. Why I'm turning just like 90 degrees there. I don't know.
In the land far beyond.
So this is why I hate these boxes. Just that's the only reason I hate these boxes. They're just the worst thing to ever exist, those boxes. Why is it so scuffed? When you load in, there's like a brief period where you cannot move your mouse. Like moving your mouse will do nothing. It's really frustrating. Because like I know where I'm going in the dark, and so it doesn't matter for me if I can see or not, but it does matter because you don't have mouse controls off the bat. Oh my gosh, I don't even get... There's not even a box in the way and I get stuck on something. I really, really dislike those boxes. I saw my time. Now it's ruined anyways, because I paused. So, you know, if I'm not missing that, I'm in there before 4 seconds. I get hung up on chains. That's crazy. Didn't need the second one there. So these buttons you can't push from the side, and it's endlessly frustrating because often you kind of get wedged into a corner.
In the land far. In the land far beyond the reach of ordinary maps, there lies a unique city called Papertown. Cheerful cardboard people live there, always inventing amazing new things beyond imagination. The most brilliant minds among them work tirelessly in a grand lab, a hub of creativity and fun. Life in Papertown was serene and happy. Until one day when the first bombs fell.
These boxes, man, I'm gonna... Oh, they're so horrible. I really, really hate the boxes.
In the land far beyond the
Like,
reach
why
of
do they have to be such a pain for physics? I know I'm complaining about physics in a game where I can slide it like Mach 10, but still. Very frustrating boxes. Like there's just no reliable way to get through them without like every now and then getting hung up on them, and every time you get hung up it's always going to be on like a really good run you're gonna get hung up on the boxes. Like, well, also, why can't that just work every time? Like that battery. Why? Why does it have to all be so scuffed?
Gifted dreamers. It appears you have just volunteered to participate in test number 3. This test is designed to evaluate combatability and survivability in subjects classified. Thanks to heroes like you, Paper Town will survive. Staff declared unfit for continued operation. Biofold staff are currently indisposed.
We apologize for the inconvenience.
Your objective in the test is to die. Use anything you can, but do not survive. Welcome to hell. Test subject demonstrates immense lack of listening comprehension, structural integrity compromised. Surrender is recommended. Resistance is prohibited. You dispensed me.
Okay, we might be able to get a sub 220 here if we can get through the doors nicely. Cool, that's a new best time. That's really good. Minus some seconds. Got some free space. I think I'll try put down a sub 15, like a proper nice sub 15 run. And then call it a night. But I think it's quite possible, this run. I say as I make 2 mistakes in a row. If I missed that, I would have been really mad. Why I'm not sliding there, I don't know. I mean, it's still possible, like it's looking less and less likely, but like I guess we can still do it if we can get a decent run somewhere else. Let's do that and that, then that, and we can get through. I was maybe a bit slow. I think I missed one of them, but okay, well that was decent. Now if we could just... Yes, there we are. That's all we want to do every single time. That's all I've wanted to do. I don't want to really use my auto assist in on anything near the 2 barrels. purely because that chances are it will ruin that. We missed the 2 barrel stuff. Getting near them. That was a really good time. That was a very, very good time. We'll happily take that any day. I think we're going to be slightly behind. Yeah, but that's okay. We'll take it. We got a gold split in second level. 17 seconds slower than my best. I don't know what I did in my best there, but I have no idea what I did in my best. That's a crazy best to have. Come on, what am I doing? Why is it sliding so scuffed? I turned too early. That was a close one. These batteries, man, I swear my life, they're out to get me. Where's the battery? Okay, battery's in here already. Again, we're going to try and not, like, collect everything necessarily. Just, well, we're going to get everything anyways, but, like, I don't need everything, I just want to collect as much as possible. It's frustrating again. Yeah, that's a really good time. That's a good time. We're current. There's no way I did that 31 seconds faster. No. I'm gonna say I misread what that was. Ideally, we want to kill all of them in one go here. It does make a big difference. So we need to kind of round them all up as well as possible. Oh, there we are, we got it. That's frustrating, getting launched backwards, but what can you do? And now it's just all about getting the right enemies. I want to say the only mandatory ones there are the little rat dudes. Oh, okay, we'll miss that. That's very frustrating. Missing that's kind of bad. We really don't want to be missing that one. I also want to be making up our minds a bit more with the enemies we're killing. And now I believe it's just the bomb dudes I need to focus. Uh, 31 HP is not ideal, but we do have 3 minutes. We have 3 minutes to do host. This is probably the best position I've been in, and we can see I got massive time saves, and I've already screwed myself over because I went backwards. Why that was so? Why is it so slow? Come on! I do need this. Little rat guy get in the way. I don't. Where is he? This is just already ruined my time. Oh, he's here. Come on! How are you all the way over there? Okay, well, yeah, that's just frustrating. I had so much time. And it's just that one level. I shouldn't have kicked him. That was such a mistake. I completely ruined the run there by kicking that one rocket guy. I need to gather them in the middle, and I just didn't. I can't move. That's endlessly frustrating. Getting that far and having an actual chance is crazy, but I just completely threw that runaway. There's nothing to blame there but myself. That was not flawless, but it was going well. It was going well enough. It's going well enough to be on the record, and that was just not. That just didn't happen. Well, we'll just have to do it this time then. We'll just have to do it this time. This is going to be the world record run. I guarantee it. I'm not going to make claims like that. That's just a way to just get frustrated with myself. Thanks to heroes like you, Papertown will survive. Staff declared. I'm going to try it from up here because I need to exit that way, so I'm going to see if I can get a good slide out, and hopefully it'll work. Can't miss.
Is to die. Use anything you can, but do not survive. Welcome to hell. Test subject demonstrates immense lack of listening structural integrity compromised. Surrender is recommended. Resistance is prevented. You disgust me.
That's not going to be insanely fast, but it'll be fast enough.
Subject. Test terminated.
$220 is okay for that. Once again, it's not like that's not. Come on. That's just bad. Getting stuck on like every wall, every doorway possible, and getting stuck on. Let's see if I can make up time in the tunnel. The answer is no, but that's okay. We didn't. That wasn't long in the tunnel. These, okay, that's not bad. That went okay. Okay, you can jump over there, that's fine. Never done that before, but okay. You're still alive? Why are you still alive? I shot you with the right click. You should not be alive. If we can get like a decent amount in there, that would be really good. Like if we can have like 4 or 5 of them, that will hopefully take out a chunk of the boss's health real quick. That's annoying that didn't work. I'm gonna have to use the one here because it's just taking too long. Okay, I mean it's not going to be anything insane, but it is going to be okay, so. It's going to be better than we have previously, so that's all that matters. I will want to quickly move on, otherwise we're going to die because these, as you can hear, getting closer. I'm gonna remember to do that this time. And this door is not gonna get stuck. I am taking my time a little bit with that shot, but that is just because if I don't, I could either miss. Why is it being so scuffed? I hate these batteries, man. I've gotten really good at that now. Like, I used to really struggle to get through that opening, but we've gotten much better at that. That one, apparently, the big old door. Apparently not, though. That's gonna be quite quick. That was quite a quick time. I feel like that might have been faster than my previous best, but I also don't really know. I'm not really keeping track of my times for each, so it could have been a bit slower. Oh, faster. Okay, that's good. We've gone faster at least in one segment. Then that's something at least. I was joking, I said this might be the one, but it is looking pretty good so far. We need a good bomb on this. We really need a good bomb on this. It might be worth me like doing two and hoping for the best. Because obviously if we've got two bombs, we've got just a little bit more chance doing that. Yes, that's the play, I guess. The only thing we're going to need to do is one of these over here and get the bomb in, and still be able to put one here. I'm not sure if I can shoot that. But we also don't want to be having to wait for any bombs here. Obviously, we're going to want full bombs. I don't want to get hit by them. Was it unnecessary damage? But that's what can you do really? Oh, we don't want to hit those bombs. Oh no! Oh, that's such a frustrating end to that run. That's just frustrating into that run. Oh, it's going well, but I just need to. I waited too long for the smoker shots. I need the smoker shots for that. But it is also part of me considers using the smoke on a big group of enemies once, and then using it on the boss, and then finishing the boss with like the machine gun or something, because that's also going to get rid of a lot of the enemies we need to kill after the boss, anyways. And maybe make it a little bit easier to kill the boss guy. Oh, these boxes. These boxes are crazy.
In the land far.
But how tutorials go for games, this is the tutorial for this game. Yes, I'm going through it like a supersonic speed, but the tutorial is actually really good. It teaches you a lot of gameplay mechanics off the bat in a really short space of time, and it really does set you up nicely for the game. So honestly, for a game's tutorial level, I really like this one. You're kidding. Hate batteries, man. Batteries are the bane of my existence. There's no point. There's no point. My theoretical bet, well under world record time now. And we have to keep in mind I am 2 months out of playing this game. I haven't played this game for 2 months. First time in 2 months, so really could be on track for like a really good time. A really, really good time. And this is fully glitchless, as you can see. We're trying to avoid the little glitch on the door in the next level. But in the, I think it's the 3rd level, that glitch in the door. Just because I don't really want to be cheating anything, even accidentally. So I don't try for that glitch. I try to avoid it, but sometimes you do just slip through that wall and it's a bit annoying.
For the most gifted dreamers. It appears you have just volunteered to participate in test number 3. This test is
skipping this dialogue, I could easily get sub 14. Like, that's what's insane. I was tapping out at like 14:30 for a restricted run, but like skipping this dialogue, I could get sub 14.
Your objective in the test is to die. Use anything you can, but do not survive. Welcome to hell. Test subject demonstrates immense lack of listening comprehension. Structural integrity compromised. Surrender is recommended. Assistance is prohibited.
Like that little glitch, like I can't avoid it sometimes. So I just do my best to like not actually use it. And if I do want to run, if it ended up being world record, it would be frustrating. But it would just be what it is. Like I'm not trying to do it. I would just have to repeat. Just repeat what I've done. So. While it would be really frustrating, it would just have to be the consequence to trying to go fast and messing up. So good time on that. Very good time on that. A little bit probably slower than my best, but we take that. Okay, I thought I'd messed it up, but we kind of saved it there. That's annoying. That will forever be annoying. Like, I don't see myself getting to the point where I can reliably hit that like every single time. So I guess it's just going to forever be annoying. So will that little jump there, because I often catch my head on it. Taking damage, that's annoying. I went for the extra ammo because I feel like just being able to finish this next boss quicker is just going to be more beneficial than like I feel like the ammo it's going to give me is going to save me more time than it's going to cost me to pick up the ammo. If that makes sense. Like I feel like the time it takes me to pick up that ammo isn't going to be consequential in the end. That will be that. Okay, at least we got on our second try. Looking out for those little skull emojis. The little skull symbols to make sure that we actually killed them. I missed the timing on that one. That's a bit annoying. There's too much there to not use that. Is there only small guys left? Nope, you're here. Okay, this looks fast. This looks like it could be good. I think that I might have been right about that. Turns out that ammo is very, very useful to have. Very useful. Must remember that picking up that ammo is worth the time. Because that's another free 6 seconds. And it wasn't even that smooth a run. Anyone that watched the previous attempts at this game to speedrun, you'll remember that I used to struggle to get through that like it was no one's business. It would take me absolutely ages to get through that. And I'm really glad that I no longer have to deal with that. That's annoying and messed the timing up on that. We're going to clean up some bodies so we don't die. So once again, dying is literally can completely end your run, and so there's no point actually. Oh, that's frustrating. And that's even more frustrating. Missing the smoker is genuinely... Using the smoker and that saved you so much time, and so if you miss it, you're gone pretty much. You may as well not finish that run, because the time it takes, it's just so significant. The time lost if you miss the smoker. Smoker is the big old rocket launcher banner. This is a... No, I thought it was a decent plan, never mind. Our average. It's okay, my current best time is 14:14, which is absolutely mad. So, I mean, maybe... I didn't think sub 14 would be possible, glitchless, but maybe it is. There's every chance it is. Considering I haven't gotten to post and drone in a little while, and I'm already got times of 14:14 for my best. That's mad.
This test is designed to evaluate combat ability and survivability in subjects classified. Thanks to heroes like you, Paper Town will survive. Staff declared unfit for continued operation. Biofold staff are currently indisposed.
We apologize for the inconvenience.
That's how I need to get through the window later. Is dash and then kick to the window in post. Memorizing how many shots that guy takes, that the small guys take to kill, is an absolute lifesaver. Well, I notice where my playstyle differs to a lot of others. I tend to do a lot more just like running and walking, like just playing more like basic movements, like just running rather than spamming like slide all the time. I tend to use like the jumping and more. And I don't know if it harms or helps my performance, but like considering my theoretical best is so low, I guess it does help. I think part of the reason is because like you're more controlled rather than spamming movement that's like kind of unreliable a lot of the time, because you can get stuck in like walls and stuff. I think it just does help a lot. So like being more aware of position rather than just trying to like spam your way through the whole game. I say as I mess it up a lot. Well, my method is better than everyone else's, and then it just dies. It's 3 walls at Mach 9. You can get up to some pretty crazy speed in this game. To be fair, like if you could properly master it, you could just get through the whole game so fast. I guess that's the kind of the whole point of speedrunning, is just to try and master the movement mechanics until you can abuse them. That's still faster than going all the way around. But that's hitting the wall is not faster, guys. Just in case you didn't know. When I hit the wall like that, it's just slow as anything. But let's go for that one first, then that one. Holy damage. Okay, that's really, really inconvenient. Missing that is also very inconvenient. But we have health here. It's fine way to come back anyways. Okay, we're not too out. We haven't moved too much out. Too many there to not use that one. Oh, lots of managed to get away from that. But it should be okay because we. Oh, why is he so fast? That's a bit inconvenient. There's not a lot to. 63 health's not bad. We can deal with that. Move on as fast as possible. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! Don't lose health, please. I don't want to lose health. Yeah, just in case anyone missed that, you can lose health even after finishing the level because of a glitch. Ah, we missed. Lovely. I really like it when I just miss the easy parts of this game. Like I'm shooting something that can't move. And yeah, I missed. That's gonna be the shot that I miss. Of course we do. Fine, as I said, this level's not too much of stress for health. There's a lot of it lying around, so. Okay, now I just can't miss that smoke. Oh, it's not this level, it's the next one, but. Cool, I'm missing all the shots today. Oh, there was nothing over that, nice. There's just no point going in solo, otherwise we could die. It's like, it's better to not risk dying than it is to save a second, because dying definitely loses the run. Losing a second, you can still make that up again. I know I keep saying you don't need health on this map, this level, but like I'd rather have some. Like there is a limit to like not needing health. And there's also a limit to my skill, apparently. I just walk in like an easy line. Well, that's just scuffed. Please, game. Oh, that's so endlessly frustrating getting stuck in there. This boss is annoying. Okay, we have 3.5 minutes to beat host. If I can, I just have to get my normal time. I just need to get my normal time, and then I will have world record. I just have to do it. Oh, I can just completely mess everything up. Come on, this is very possible. I'm just gonna grab that health because once again, I'd rather like put down a time that's close than like miss out on time at all. Oh, we're actually gonna do this and we'll just collect the other gun on the way out because I think I'm wasting loads of time there. Because yeah, we have to come basically past it, so if we just grab it now. We're just gonna have to dodge a little bit. There, that's what I wanted to do earlier, but I messed it up earlier. Yes, that one. We've got to listen out for the sound it makes. I just have to stay in here and not die to bullets. Yep, there we are. Please no. Okay, it's possible. It's definitely possible.
Alert. The host and drone are in direct contact.
Okay, we missed that, but that's okay. Got a bit couple. We have some leeway. We just need to not die really, that's kind of the defining factor here. And we need the smoke to work, but we have time. Come on. Oh, it doesn't work. Come on, please. That's good. Yes, we beat it. We beat it. by half a minute we win. By half a minute we have the world record. Officially, we have the world record by half a minute. 30-second world record, baby. 30 whole seconds. Glitchless 30-second world record. That's amazing. I'm impressed with myself. Taking 2 months out, coming back and getting world record again. I didn't think how it was going to happen today. I didn't think it was going to happen. I'm going to have to extract this and I will submit this run. I didn't submit my last one, so it's unofficial world record. But this is world record right here. Absolutely incredible.
The most important of all.
Simply lovely. That's insane. That is absolutely insane.
Just imagine a true.
I did not think, I was not expecting, I called this video beating world records, but I wasn't actually planning on it tonight. That wasn't the plan. It wasn't meant to happen. This was just meant to be coming back to the game, getting used to it again, and we come and beat it with a nice 14-minute round time. That's absolutely insane. And my sum of best is 13 minutes 44, so I can, a sub 14 is possible. And think about the time skip there as well, that if we use the time skip, that's 13:20, so restricted is 13:20, glitchless 14 minutes. So I just done better than my previous restricted run using a time skip and the dual glitch. Crazy times. Crazy times. Well, what better way to end a stream than with a world record? I guess I'm gonna have to extract that and submit that because I'm really happy with that run. So thank you very much, anyone who watched, and if you're watching this afterwards, I really hope you enjoyed the stream. I'm going to call it a night there, so I'm going to get that extracted, submit it, and we'll see if anyone can beat that. So this is a challenge, I guess, to anyone. See if you can beat 14 minutes glitchless run, no skips, no glitches, no nothing, just pure speed and adrenaline through that game. GG's everyone, thanks for watching.